going to clean my hands a little bit so I don't get the new cap too funky. But you're going to take the new cap and put this same post right back in the center, and it's going to lock down over those fingers. And you can feel it as it locks down into place. And make sure, so right now mine's not sitting straight. So make sure that when you do put this in, that it sits absolutely straight, just like that. Okay, now it's locked in. Now, as I mentioned before, check to make sure you don't have any plastic shavings or anything that came off while you installed it. Okay, but once that's done, and I don't see that I scraped off any plastic or have any issues there, so I'm just going to take my oil filter and drop it right back into place on this new cap. Okay, so now once that's all done, just take it. You're going to want to take your existing other cap, which is I've got right here, and transfer this O-ring. Be very gentle when you use a pick tool. You don't want to score the ring at all. Be very gentle to get that off and transfer that to the new cap. Once that's done, you can reinstall it. And it's going to be a matter of just taking it and turning it back over into place and getting it set in. But like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup first, transfer my O-ring, and I'll show you what it looks like back in place. All right, so once you have it back in place, and let me set this down just for a minute. So keeping this hose free allows you to kind of tip it on the connection, and I find that if you tip it up, lets you get the cap in. So then screw the cap down by hand, down to about as tight as you can by hand. And again, take this opportunity to make sure to clean up any spills or anything else like that. Like I mentioned, or if you saw my oil thermostat gasket video, the reason why I could tell very, very quickly that it was leaking, because right back here behind it, I had a little bit of oil residue. So if I left any, I wouldn't know if I had a leak, right? So make sure to clean up really nicely.